one moment, perhaps, that we will remember the most from the 2024 season. So maybe we don't need to talk about it a lot, but we just want to make sure it's one more time, Peter, we can run it back.
Saquon's year. What a cool story it was. And every week it felt like we were chasing something, and so was he. And truthfully, it had the best story of the season. You know the deal. Discarded by the Giants. They didn't want to pay him his number, so he goes to the arch rival Eagles, and then he chases Eric Dickerson's all-time rushing record. And instead of going for it in the final week of the season, says, we're going to save my legs so we have a bigger team goal. Smart. Guys, they completed the team goal. It actually happened. There were no critiques after the Super Bowl about whether or not Nick Sirianni let him run for that record. He had fresh legs. He was amazing in the playoffs. And kind of the beautiful harmony of it all is he didn't have to carry them in the Super Bowl after all. He was another player on an awesome team effort. Saquon's 2024 season was unbelievable. And as I saw him on that Fox set with Carissa and Edelman and Woodson and Vic, with his child and his fiance in tears, and then the Lombardi, it all came together for me. Like, starting with Hard Knocks this offseason, ending with this, like, you couldn't have scripted it better. It's a Hollywood movie, and yet it all takes place in Philadelphia. Saquon, congrats to him. What a season.
What a beautiful story with Saquon Barkley, and I think a lot of people might have forgot, but Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry's story started off so strong. I mean, we, of course, remember Dallas Cowboys not having enough money. Well, you don't know about him, right? And then he gets out to Baltimore, and he just puts on a show. In fact, he starts it off hot. Before Saquon, really kind of, separated from Derrick Henry, it was Derrick Henry, who was really showing the big fella still had it at 30 years old. I thought he put Baltimore at a different level. It gave so many people just this dream team, and which is still a dream team to have him and Lamar Jackson in the same backfield. But this is the one thing that I'll definitely remember the most from the 2024 season, the defensive end playing running back. That's what I call him, a defensive end playing running back, and did it big. 1,900-plus yards. Derrick Henry, what a great 2024 season.
It was really fun to watch those two running backs. In March, 1 month from now, I'm going to have a 1-year-old, and which means I have been going through, let's just say, emotions that involve after you have a baby. So I've cried more on this show this season than I think in any other year that I've been on GMFB. But the one moment that the initial one, and I'm almost going to tear up just talking about it, that brought me to tears the first time on the show was when Kevin O'Connell showed up, and I lost full control of a segment when he decided to invite me back to Minnesota to sound the Galler horn for the Minnesota Vikings ahead of a regular season game. As somebody who grew up in Minnesota, there was a lot of different ways I could have taken this, and don't think that I didn't scout the tape before the Galler horn. So many people walk out on that stage in front of 70,000 people and just wave and clap, and then I decided to attempt to embody every single Vikings fan that's never going to be able to do this in their life, and I feel so bleeping honored that I got to do this for the Vikings. And I don't even care that I cried. I cried tears of joy after. This, to me, because the Vikings were awesome, and I don't even care that they lost in the first round of the playoffs because everyone's always happens in January. I don't care. They went on a 9-game win streak. They were so fun to watch. KOC was the coach of the year. Sam Darnold was a really fun story, too. But I'm going to remember that most because I don't know if I'll ever get that back again. So I'm going to just replay that one more time for myself, selfishly.
They might bring you back. That was really fun.
We'll see. I loved it.
Jamie, you did an incredible job. Yeah. I mean, that was...
Thank you.
You absolutely nailed it. You could have gone out there and just mailed it in and done a fine job. We would have loved it. You did better than almost anybody I've seen do that. It was really, really, really good. Great job.
Thank you.
Mine's going to bring me to tears, too, but for different reasons. Okay. Peter, you're not going to like this. So you see these pictures, of presidents past when they become the president and then when they leave the presidency. Oh, yes. And they look like they've aged 30 years. I'm just going to do it right now. Bring up a shot of me from August. Let's just, this is, here you go. All right. So on the left, that's me during training camp. And here me is now during parade day. Can you imagine? I look so much happier, tanner, leaner, more sleep, better hair, less gray. On the right, I look like a hostage. Here's today's newspaper. They're treating us okay. They say that if you just do what they say, that they'll let us go. It's you hear the players say the season is a grind. We don't have the same grind, but try doing a morning show for the 9th year in a row, waking up at the hours that we do, added cross-country travel to it. I would submit to all of my brothers and sisters in NFL media as we have the parade today, give us a side-by-side.
Nice.
Training camp day and parade day. That should be the NFL media trend right now because, that guy on the left looks like my fraternity composite from Princeton 25 years ago. I look like my dad on the right now. It's been a long season, Peter. The tan is gone. The glow is gone. The bloom is off the rose, friends. But we're still here doing the show, and we hope you keep doing it.
If you want to do a real-time capsule, right, a real-time capsule, you got to find me and Kyle at Jets camp August 1st, where we're both wearing sunglasses, glistening, skinny, happy, and the Jets are talking about going to the Super Bowl, and we're believing it. If you want to talk about a difference of then and now, things have there it is.
You guys look so cool that day.
So happy, so good, so light, so pleasant, and poor Quincy Williams had no idea that this team was going to be one of the biggest disappointments in football.
Yeah, there's a lot of disappointments on that screen. You and me included, Peter.
Yeah, oh no, Kyle.
No, we fought through it.
Oh my gosh.
This looks like a different planet, like in the Star Wars movies. Who are those people? What are we doing? It's tough right now on this day. We're happy to work here, but I feel kicked in the groin right now.